Hello, this is Tamsin Asta, Chief Habit Scientist. This is video 4 of 4-week videos of cleansing. And the first week was on cleansing your physical body through diet. The second week was on cleansing your mind through meditation and journaling. Week 3 was on cleansing your relationships. And this week 4 is on cleansing your home, because it's hard to be productive and engaged and energetic if your home is a tip. Spring, right? We're in spring cleaning. It's not a new phenomenon, but it's often something that we put off and we delay, particularly if we have lots of other responsibilities and work and kids and everything else going on. So one of the things I want you to think about for this part of cleanse is how you can make your space more enjoyable. How can you make your space lighter? How can you make your space cleaner? So that involves having stuff in your life that you absolutely love and that is useful and important, and getting rid of the extra stuff. It's really easy to hang on to stuff just because we have a memory associated with it, because somebody gave it to us, because we think at some point in the future we might need it, rather than really taking a step back and thinking, am I using this regularly? Does this bring me joy? So there's the KonMari method of, the magic art of tidying up, which has one huge benefit, I think, which is when you start to cleanse your home, once you start to detox your home, do it by category. So this suggestion here is when you say you're going to detox books, you take the books from your bedroom, your office, your study, your kitchen, you take books from every room in the house and you put them all in one room. So when you look at them all, you're really facing all your books, not just books in a particular room. You then look through them and start discarding them. And if you find yourself in a situation where you think, I'm not sure, pick up the book, hold it to yourself and think, does this spark joy? That's her method. And I found this, when I first read this, I was like, I'm not entirely sure about whether this is going to work, but it really worked for me, particularly with clothes. I found it, I had particular memories of people or events associated with these clothes or these books. So I found that a helpful guide to help me in this process of letting stuff go. If the whole process of cleansing your home feels way too overwhelming, do it bit by bit. So that's what I will often try and do with my clients, is to do it in a piecemeal fashion. And what I mean by that is take a little project and do it project by project. So one example would be to take that kitchen drawer that's full of shit and everything gets stuffed in, and give yourself a couple of hours or an hour and a half on a Saturday afternoon, put on a podcast and just face that kitchen drawer and throw stuff, file stuff, get rid of stuff, organize it. Another thing you can do is get the people in your life involved. So for example, I've been doing that with my children. We are renovating our basement and making it not just a basement for storage and laundry, but making it somewhere where they can hang out. And so we've been going through different sections of it, looking at the old toys, sorting them out. Which ones are we going to donate? Which ones are we going to sell? Looking at the laundry, figuring out which of the laundry baskets are old and don't work or are broken, which ones we can use. Going through the clothes, sorting them into bins for the spring, the summer, that kind of stuff, right? So getting the people who are going to be using the space with you, who share the space with you, to engage in this process too, can make it more fun and engaging. And then once you've got rid of stuff, you want to think about how you can make the space beautiful, because that's a big part of it, is how is the space beautiful and functioning well. So as you start to move and live in your space, start to think, is this useful? Is this the right place to have my knives and forks? Is this the right place to have my filing cabinet? Is this the right place to store my shoes? Is this the right place to put backpacks? Whatever it is, right? So as you use your space, get really mindful of whether it's working, whether it flows for you, and whether the space brings you joy. Do you like the colours of the wall? See, I painted my wall this sort of pinky purple colour because it makes me happy. Think about whether there are flowers. Maybe you could put some, a money plant doesn't require a lot of watering, an orchid, succulents are pretty easy, if you don't have green fingers. Candles, incense. What can you do to make your space smell beautiful, look beautiful, feel beautiful, be a place that you want to be in rather than the place that you run through and avoid and hide? Thanks again for watching. Again, this is Tamsin Asta, Chief Habit Scientist. 4 weeks of cleansing. The first week, diet. Second week, mind through journaling and meditating. Week 3, relationships. And week 4, your home. Thanks. Take care.